Hey everybody in YouTube land, once again it's time for Lancing with Myself, the show we talk about the pitfalls and perils and potentialities of being a freelance game designer and creator, especially when you're low on spoons and low on cash. This week I want to talk to you about something really important, and that is dealing with your community and curating your community. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, unless you're living in a hut in the middle of the forest or something, you are going to be creating art in the community, and you should be creating art in the community because it's a really good way to get benefits. There is a lot of benefits from being in the community, but there's also pitfalls and dangers, and what you need to do is be aware of what's going on and be a smart person in how you use your community. You need to curate your community so that it benefits you as much as possible. So the issue is you have to figure out how much each person is giving you, what kind of community you're in, at what time, and what you're getting out of that. So there's different kinds of communities that you can be involved in, different parts of the community. For example, it's really good to be surrounded by people who are in the same position as you, who are facing the same kind of barriers, who are at the same point in their journey. Those people are really good for commiserating with, like, oh, I'm stuck on this, and they're stuck on the same thing, and you can share the pain and share the burden of that, which is really good. You don't feel alone in that you're suffering. But if you only hang around with those people, you'll get stuck in that rut, and you might think that's the only possible thing. So you also need people who are a little bit ahead of you on their journey, who have done more success. And they're great to be around because you can use them as mentors. You can see what they're doing and you can learn from them. And you can also program your brain. You should hang out with lots of people who are just a bit ahead of you, because those are the people you want to be. And the more you hang around with them, the more you will emulate them, even subconsciously. You don't even have to be consciously learning. Just surrounding yourself with them will help you figure out who you want to be and how to get there. But, you know, there are dangers there as well, because they're going to look like they have all the answers. And you need to have those other people we mentioned before, so that you feel like, you know, you're not alone, and that that you can make it to that position, that these people aren't magical. You need to have both of those things going on. You also need people who are behind you in the track, because those people remind you that you've come a long way. You need people who are just starting out around you, because they will also remind you not just of how far you've gone, but why you first got into the practice, and help you reconnect with your original passions. And that's really good. And they can remind you of all the things that you've learned and all the things that you know. And when you teach those things to those people, you can learn as well. You also want people a long way ahead of you around you, because those people will keep you dreaming and aspiring, and will help you feel like there's something really important to get and reach and strain for. And they will inspire you to keep moving forward, and to keep looking for those people who are closer to you, so you can get there in those steps. And the thing is, of course, all of this is going to change over time. Your position on your road to your path, whatever that path might be, is going to move. Your path is going to move, your destination is going to move, and your progress on it is going to move. So all the time, constantly, you'll be in a different position every single day as you progress as an artist. And you need to be able to look around and go, where am I on my path? And what's my community like? And who are the people who are in those positions? Who are the people that I'm looking for support? Who are the people I'm looking for inspiration? Who are the people I'm looking for to teach? And have those people changed? Because it might be 6 months later and you find that the people who you talk to every day at your design club are now behind you, and you need to be at a different kind of place. Or it might be that those, you know, the people who you thought were ahead of you are now your peers, and you need to be spending more time with them and talking about their struggles with them. So you need to figure these things out so that you can change how you relate to these people and how you work with them. Because that is a huge factor in determining where you're going and how you're going to get there. It's often just like, well, we have the community that we have. We do, and there's a limit to how much you can change who you interact with and how. But you can choose certain things. You know, you can choose how much time you spend with certain people, and you can choose how you're interpreting those things. You know, if you go into a forum and you think you're desperate for inspiration and advice, but you find you're with people who are commiserating and sharing experiences with things that you've already beaten, or are looking for advice that you have, you're not going to get the inspiration you need to move forward. So then you need to go, okay, well, I need to find those other people. You can't just take a community and just take whatever it gives you, because you're not always going to get what you need. You have to curate. You have to figure out what each person and what each instance of the community is giving you, and understand where that is taking you. That bit of awareness allows you to choose what comes in, and what comes in determines what comes out. So that's my advice for today: is curate your community, understand your community, figure out what each relationship you have in the community is giving you, and change it when it needs to change. These things will help you. That's all I have for next time. Put some notes in the comments about how you dealt with the shifting nature of your community, and how your heroes have become your peers, or vice versa. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Be good, play games, pat dogs, have fun.